Would it be better if we turned the other way?
Hi everyone.
Sorry.
Hello, hello.
This is my audience.
Hello.
Alrighty. Do you ever find yourself wondering why your lawn isn't growing? A lot of people do. So I'd like to take a few minutes to go over why, when, and how to aerate your lawn. It's important to aerate your lawn because it's healthy, or it provides a healthy base for your grass to grow. In order to grow strong grass, you need to provide three things to the plant. You need to provide sunlight, air, and water. Sunlight takes care of itself because the sun comes up every day and the plant is able to use it. The only thing that might be harmful to that is shade. So if you have trees around or bushes that block the sunlight, you might want to either trade those out or cut those limbs off so that the grass can have the sunlight to grow. The other two it needs is water and air, which is very important so the grass can breathe and the grass can also take up nutrients from the water that goes down into the root zone that carries nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium for the grass to grow. Over time, the ground will compact on itself from traffic such as people, pets, or driving over it, or whatever goes over the grass so that the dirt will compact onto itself and won't let the air or the water through to get to the root zone. Aerating breaks up the compacted dirt and allows the water and the air to get down into the root zone so that the plant can take up the nutrients. Which brings me to when you should aerate. Deciding on when to aerate really kind of depends on where you live in the country and also your soil types. If your soil is too soft or wet, then when you go to aerate and pull a core, it won't stay together. It'll just be a huge mess. So you should allow the soil to have some time to dry, and if your soil type is too firm, then you won't be able to push a tine into the ground and pull out a clean core. So a tip for that is the night before you want to aerate, you should water it so that it has some time to loosen up, and then you'll be able to put that spike in the ground and pull that core. Some general rules of thumb for when you should aerate in your area. If you're in the cool states such as like the Northwest, you should try to aerate twice a year, once in the spring, so March to May, and once again in the fall from September to October. In the warmer states and south, you should try to stick to once a year, probably just in the summertime, so from February to November-ish. Recommended in this part of the state, which is where I live, in Washington, we recommend doing it twice a year, just so that you ensure that there's no overcompaction and you produce a clean core every time you try to aerate. After you aerate, you should seed and feed your lawn and use the feed or food or fertilizer for that time of the year. So there's a fall and a spring fertilizer. So depending on when you aerate, you should check to see which fertilizer is the best for that time. It's crucial to feed because the plant will then have all the nutrients it needs to grow when it's ready to start growing. Now that you know the whys and the whens, it's time to get into the hows. So some people think that you can walk around your lawn in cleats or maybe with some heels that are on a spike to really push down into the ground. In my experience, it really doesn't work that well because you don't push down far enough into the ground. Cleats only go maybe less than a half an inch, quarter inch into the ground, which won't get you into the root zone, which is where you want to be. So you should try to find an aerator that can push a hollow spike into the ground about an inch, maybe an inch and a half if you really want to get into it. And this will go far enough into the root zone so that you pull out a core and the ground can now breathe. It now has room for air, and it has room for water to get through, which will bring the nutrients to the plant. There are many styles of aerators around. Depending on how big your lawn is, you could get a pull behind for a tractor, or if you have smaller areas, you could use a hand tool. It all just kind of depends on how big your lawn is, and the internet can help you out deciding what size is the best for you. If you really don't want to buy one or have one at your house because you don't have room or anything like that, you should go to any home lawn care store, and you can go and rent one. So you go to like Home Depot and rent one for a day or for a couple hours, and that would be great. After all those holes have been poked and you pick up those cores, and then you feed your lawn, you've really set up your lawn for the best success for healthy turf. So after you've allowed your plants to grow for a little while and you see sprouts coming up, you should wait at least 2 weeks before you want to mow, and then 4 weeks before you really drop that mow height, and your grass will be looking pretty good. So if you take time to follow these steps and really adhere to these rules, then you've set your grass up to produce a really healthy turf, and you should have some of the best looking lawns in your neighborhood. Thank you. And here's my audience again.
Yeah!
All right, thank you.